So Melody here is a scuba diver, and on a recent dive we were doing a lake cleanup, pulling up trash, and Melody pulled up this board. It is a hunk of flotsam, but it's kind of a cool piece. It has some interesting hardware attached to it, and we thought this would be an interesting one for her to do a project. So Melody, what do you want to make out of this board?
A shelf.
Okay, we're going to make a shelf out of this piece of board. Okay. Put your regular in your mouth. So the only thing we have to worry about on this board is here where the bolt used to go through. And you can actually see there's metal in here. See that? So we need to clean that out because we don't want to hit our planes with that. So here, why don't you try prying that out? There you go. Scrape off some more. That's part of it. That washer broke in half apparently. Oh no, that is it. Good. We're going to have to come through here and we need to clean out all the junk. And so we're going to use this to get in all these fibers and clean out all the junk, anything that might hit the plane blade. So you do that. You try and go into into the grains, and if you turn it so that it's going with the board like this, that will get you into those grains a little better. There you go. See how you're breaking up all that stuff? Looking good. So now we've gotten it fairly clean. It should be okay for our plane to go. And we want to have the top of the shelf flat so we can set stuff on it. It doesn't have to be perfectly true because the bottom's going to be out, but we want the top to be flat. So show me how to use that. Now on this particular board though, Melody, you're going to have problems because you have high spots here and here and here and here, but you don't have high spots here where you're currently at. So you just want to hit the high spots right now. So start with this area here. Just hit like this area to this area. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Just like that. Keep going. Now you see how we're getting flat here, but you can still see the grain? We still want to see the grain, but we're going to get some of this flat out here. We've got to do a good bit more work here, and we haven't done anything down here. So it's going to be like hitting just this high spot here. And now I can hit this. There we go. Okay, what you're doing is you're lifting up with your backhand. You want to keep some down pressure on it. There you go. Okay, you've done good here. Why don't you focus on doing like this area? There you go. Okay, good. Now come from like here to here. So, this side looks all natural. That side's relatively flattish. I think you could put books on there. Does that look good?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's actually go through and do a little smoothing, because we've got a lot of plane marks and things where we stopped. So with the smoothing, we're going to come through with a different plane and just clean it up a little bit. We're going to get rid of any marks from the previous planes. Here it's not hitting anything, it's just sliding. There you go. You got in this area. Come up into here. Now, this will be the top of the shelf. And it looks pretty good. We still have a lot of the grain still on there, but it's nice and smooth, and you can set books on here or things like that. Now, this side, I'm assuming we want to keep this.
Yeah.
But we need to clean it up and get rid of some of this junk in here. And then we need to attach our brackets to mount this to the wall. Keep cranking. There you go, right there. Okay, now you can scrub this side down. So just like you did before. What finish are we putting on this, Melody? Boiled...
I don't know the name of it.
Dog oil?
Boiled dog oil. I cannot say it.
Okay, so keep your hands out here. Don't let it go on your knees. Okay? So, let's do some finishing. Dip it in. Soak it down on. It's hard to do one-handed, isn't it?
Yep.
Make sure you get this middle area. It is soaking up a lot of it. Okay, slide this down. You start over there.
That's
Yeah, it's a little easier on this side. So it's coated in boiled linseed oil, and this will bring out that color. The problem with boiled linseed oil is it's not very protective. So we're going to let this soak in, and then we're going to come back and wipe it off, and then we're going to put on a poly finish to let it get all the color we want out of it. And then we'll hang it up. So there's the finish. That's actually kind of cool. I like it, Melody. Not bad for your first dive find. Let's go install it. Now when you wipe it, make sure you don't rip the fabric on here. So we're going to be doing more dabbing where it's rough. Okay, so get off all the excess. To the side. Wipe up everything on the ground. And then, what do we do with rags that have oil in them?
throw them away.
No, you do not throw them away.
Sorry.
No, because that's the fire risk. Okay, let me show you. When you're painting, you never want to stop in the middle of the board. You always want to go all the way through it. So get yourself in the middle, start out spraying past, and go past it. And then stop it out here.
You can smell it.
Yep. Okay, you go. You can see how it's getting dark there. That's what we want. So make me a line across here, but don't hit the board. Perfect. But stop at either end. Okay, now do the board. So, there's the finish. That's actually kind of cool. I like it, Melody. Not bad for your first dive find. Let's go install it. Take a magnet. Step back here. Okay, now we need to find where the studs are. So we're going to stick a magnet on here. And we're going to run it up and down the wall until we find where the studs are. Where do you want your shelf to be? Right about there? Okay, now this is where the screw is at, so we need to make sure it's right above that. So we're going to put that in there. We're just going to put one of them right into here. And hopefully we're going to hit the stud. Ready? We're going to use the demon-possessed brace. There we go. Just relax. It takes practice. There you go.
Trying to get it
Yeah,
in.
you're fine. You got it. You got it. Keep going.
It's not going in.
There you go. There you go. You got a shelf
That's
bracket.
loud.
When is the shelf level?
A little lower. Just a tiny bit lower.
Step back. It's easier to see when you step back.
You're kind of covering
No,
them.
like back over there. Back over there. Tell me if it's level.
Right there.
Right there? Okay, give me the drill. I'm going to put the first one in. Hey, we hit a stud.
Boo.
Oop, there you go. Perfect. Don't stop. Don't. When it spins like that, you got to stop. So put it back in. Do you know what causes it to spin like that? It's not in line with the screw. You need to put it back to here, turn it a little bit until it catches. There you go. Yep, there you go. So there you have it. This was a fun one with Melody. Now, if you want to hear some of her thoughts, she actually has her own channel where she did a whole video on this, from diving and finding it to putting it up on the wall. And her channel is Melody's Workbench, and she does some other woodworking projects over there. So if you want to find that, there's links to that down below. And this is a lot of fun. It's a really, really simple project. Great for kids because it's just a board on brackets, so they can have fun planing it or shaping it or painting it or making it something that they want to do. And it's a really fun, little, easy way to do it. So did you have fun with this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a lot of fun. So I hope you like this. If you have any thoughts or ideas, let me know that down below. Hitting the like, comment, and sharing and subscribing, those things really do help out, and they get us in front of more people and help the channel grow. So thank you for that. If you want to take it one step farther, there's Patreon. Everyone scrolling over the side, they are the patrons on Patreon. They are the ones who are quite literally keeping this channel going and keeping the lights on. So if you want to find out more about that, there is a link to Patreon down below, or you can click the little join button and become a member. We do have special perks for both patrons and members. I think I'll do it for now. Until next time, have a wonderful day.
Bye.
This particular project gives diving into the project a whole new meaning.
It doesn't even make half sense.
Because we dove to start the project.